It is a Friday here in Menace Army. Super Chat Friday. Get your Super Chats in. We're going to have a fun show today. We're not going to have any beefs on Twitter. None. All beefs have been squashed. I've spoken to all parties, and everyone is moving on. No more beefs on Twitter, Chris. We're not allowed to have Twitter beefs. But we do.
I wrote it. Wait, if you were talking about the quarterback thing?
Yeah.
I wrote it into the show today, so are we scratching that segment?
No. We can talk about it still.
Okay.
You know me. Nothing's off limits here.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not clued in. I got on the show, and I didn't ask anything about that. I'm just like, Drake dropped the tape, so I've been dancing all day.
I also I saw it. It's been all over my timeline. I don't know why. I guess it's that time of year. But the biggest rivalries in college football, right? What are they? I think unanimously people will point to Ohio State, Michigan being number one. The biggest rivalry in college football for sure. So I had Grok do a deep dive research and look into attendance, TV ratings, popularity, you name it, all the different angles, and rank them. This is an unbiased artificial intelligence. So it actually has probably outside, they have Army Navy in there at 4, which I think that's a separate entity that is its own thing when it comes to patriotism and everything else. It's pretty much about how I would rank them. So I'm curious how you feel about it. So I do want to talk about that at some point. But how's your week going, Chris? It's a fine, freaky Friday.
This is the best day of my entire life. I've literally never been better.
Because Drake dropped 3 albums?
Really, never. This is the best day of my entire life. I drove to get coffee this morning just so I could listen to music in the car.
Pat said he's going to go to Cleveland just so he could listen to the fucking album.
Dude, I'm trying to get Patrick to say, fuck the NBA game. Let's go to the club in Cleveland.
Bro, he literally was like, I think I'm going to drive up to Cleveland today. I don't think I'm going to go to the game, but I just want to listen to the Drake album. I'm like, what the fuck? Just go home and put it on.
No, dude, there's something
in the car.
There's something about being in the car with the dude. I don't even like coffee that much to go drive and go get a coffee.
But Drake dropped 3 albums. Cam all day yesterday was like, I'm staying up till midnight so I can listen to it. Like, I can't wait. He texted me at 12 o'clock on the dot. He goes, this dude just dropped 3 albums. I'm going to bed. I don't have time for all that.
See, Zach, if he would have texted me, Drake had a release party on YouTube before the,
he was watching. He was watching.
So that means he listened to just about 80% of Ice Band.
Yeah.
And remember those bets we placed before the Kalshi prediction market stuff we placed beforehand? Brother, we came up fucking huge. Yeah. my account is up 84%.
Did he say LeBron?
No LeBron, but I got Nike, MJ, Kobe, Champagne, Iceman, all of them, dude.
Toronto was that one too.
Yeah, we cashed.
Well, he dropped 3 albums. That's a lot of fucking words.
Dude, literally, as soon as like at the end of his thing, he put that he was dropping 3 albums, my the portfolio just shot up.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, like we're about to have 40 songs.
Literally. Well, I'm excited to listen to it this weekend. I have not turned it on yet. I should have listened to it in the gym today, but
one's more R&B, one's more like a dance album. That's what Pat's listening to, and one's like very like rappy.
I like it.
Yeah.
3 different genres, kind of. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get it going. Let's talk college football. Like the video while you're here. We killed it yesterday. You guys killed it yesterday. Hold on, I'm trying to pull it up. I asked for 500 likes. The show got 6,000 views, 646 likes.
Bang.
And it was a Thursday. It's a Freaky Friday, man. If you love the weekend, if you love college football, smash that like button. Let's outdo yesterday. 6,000 views, over 600 likes. Help us out. It's going to help. If we can start getting 6,000 consistently, then 7. You know, we were getting over 10 a show on our old channel, and we had 10 times the followers. So hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for us. Let's get it going. Lukey, let them know what time it is, Bubba. I really want to start off by saying thank you for tuning in. Whether it's out of support, out of hate, out of interest, or out of entertainment, we appreciate you taking the time to see what this is all about. Here I am, a former college football coach that was in some historically monumental programs. I have no desire ever to get back into coaching. That gives me the greatest gift in the world, freedom to say anything. It is. They need to level up.
I think we have some freaks in Menace Army.
I'm okay with that. Go watch the fucking film. But I appreciate you for riding with us, Menace Army. Menace out.
Menace Army! Let's get to the show!
Let's get to the show.
This is not on the show notes, Zach, but this news just dropped. Attorneys representing Texas Tech quarterback Brennan Sorsby have notified the NCAA with a request for an expedited resolution because the NCAA literally was like, all right, you're just going to have to wait your turn to get to the front of the line, then we'll do this, which could take, honestly, into the summer of next year, which is which is actually fucked from the NCAA.
I mean, the kid needs – I mean, I don't know why they're even discussing it. He's not going to play college football.
Right.
Anyone with a brain knows that. Like, we don't need to wait on a decision. Just declare for the supplemental draft. Or get picked up as a free agent. Like, I don't know why we're even considering.
Yeah, dude, here we go. Like, Joey Aguilar was like, what's up, NCAA? They're like, yeah, well, if we do it now, we're going to deem you ineligible. He was like, all right, I'm off to the draft. I'll see you guys later.
Peace out. You're risking your entire career on a decision from the NCAA that you aren't even going to get in time for this college football season. So, like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Do you want to sit out an entire year and then likely not be able to play next year? So you'll have to go in next year's draft after sitting for a year. And we've seen from Maurice Clarett to Mike Williams. I mean, it hasn't gone well for players most of the time. Jamar Chase is the one that it actually went well because he came back in the COVID year, saw the quarterback sucked and was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. I'll just wait for the draft. I'm good.
And also, like, what is Jamar Chase? Jamar Chase has always been recognized as generational. I mean, he was the number one receiver on a team with Justin Jefferson, who got to the NFL and was a top 5 wide receiver immediately.
Yeah, he won the Blitnikoff. Like, he's good
as a true sophomore.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, the only player I've ever seen touch up Pat Surtain. Only one I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude, he was legit. But yeah, so I think when it comes to Brennan Sorsby, like,
Sorsby's not that.
Cut your losses, dude. You were placed in thousands of bets. You are not going to be eligible for college football. Just go try to make a career in the NFL now.
Honestly, dude, like, I would try to go away to the NFL quietly because if you want to battle the NCAA on this, one thing the NCAA is really good at doing is making a complete example out of you and leaking details maybe you don't want leaked out there to everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, I argue that, like, he's running more of a risk by trying to get this done, but he's pushed to get it done.
Yes, he is.
All right. For you and for the chat, do you have a favorite college football storyline this upcoming season?
A favorite one?
Yeah, because I remember a couple years ago, my favorite one was like DJU going back to the ACC to try to like topple Clemson.
I mean, I think my favorite storyline this year is Lane Kiffin returning to Oxford, Mississippi.
Yeah,
it's going to be epic, and I hope Ole Miss. I don't think they're going to be as good as they were, obviously, but I hope they're not just a disaster from the start. I hope they're good enough up till that game to make it like a headline, make it like a big time thing. It's going to be big no matter what, because Lane Kiffin's coming back to the school he told to fuck off and went to their rival. But if Ole Miss is at least decent, that just makes it that much bigger of a story.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think that, like, that's probably the most polarizing story. And I think for me and you, it's awesome because, like, we don't have any skin in the game.
Like, yeah, that's what's great about it. I don't give a fuck who wins. It's just going to be cinema. It's going to be fucking fun.
Right. Like the Ohio State Michigan loss where, like, there was all the pepper spraying, like the flag planting. That shit sucked for me because, like, I was talking all this shit, predicting Ohio State would win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing the whole thing. And I didn't really get to enjoy the crash out from a top-down view because I'm the one getting crashed out on.
Yeah.
But, like, this one.
There's nothing enjoyable about that for you.
No, but this one we just get to sit back. Like, I hope there is 10 personal fouls in the first half. I hope Lane Kiffin gets hit with a battery. Like, I hope all kinds of bad shit happens.
I really hope this is my real hope. I hope game day's there because the game day signs are going to be fucking awesome.
Are you kidding me? That would be amazing. And, like, yeah, dude, like, it's going to be incredible. And, like, also, I've never been more invested in a halftime, like a midfield handshake after the game. No matter who wins, that handshake's gonna feed families. This could be the first time I can see a coach getting shoved by a player at the midfield meetup.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
I'm trying to think of other storylines. Like, to me, that's by far and away the best one. I couldn't even think of a second one.
Notre Dame fans will tell you that, like, their revenge tour against the committee is probably a storyline, right?
Well, that sounds good, but when your revenge tour is beating Our Lady of the Elms 11 times, I don't fucking care. Like, congrats.
I mean, I think Ohio State going to Indiana as a potential underdog is a crazy storyline.
That is crazy.
So Cignetti definitely coming off a national championship with Josh Hoover, like somewhat of an upgrade in talent. Like, what's that going to look like? I think that's a pretty big storyline. And then Lane, like we said, Lane Kiffin. I think Sark Can he do it? Like, is he going to fail again with the most expensive roster in college football, the number one quarterback on most draft boards? Like, I think that's a storyline too.
Am I a broken individual? Because I'm starting to view Sark as like an evil villain. And so like I don't want him to have like a comeback, or like I don't want him to get to the top of the mountain. But I feel like DeBoer is like legitimately like a good dude. And I don't know if Sark's a good dude or not, but in my head he's a bad dude. And I want DeBoer to like have the hero's journey. Is that me just being a brain broken individual? Like, why do I think Sark is a bad person?
I don't know.
Does he feel evil to anybody else except for me?
I think it's the widow's peak hair, like the receding hairline kind of looks like a villain.
That's fair. And maybe like the way he yelled at his assistant coach that one time I come out of the tunnle, I was just like, I feel like you're just an evil person.
And I think like in the media crying about playing Ohio State and not making the playoffs was like added to it.
That could be it. So maybe like because I'm praying for Sark's demise, and I'm praying for the rise of Kalen DeBoer.
Hey, I'm here for it. And I'm also my own side storyline is Georgia, Kirby Smart.
Mm-hmm.
All that returning production. I mean, he has his quarterback coming back. Can Kirby get back to, the upper echelon of college football?
Yeah. Fuck it. It's like, I think that he's going to
none bigger than the game day signs if the game day goes to Oxford, Mississippi for LSU Ole Miss. It'll be like, you remember that? Did you ever see that Boston Bruins image that went viral? The two girls sitting on the glass, and they have a sign that said, Tyler, number 19, we sucked your dick in high school. Do you remember us?
Oh, I do remember that.
It's going to be shit like that. There's going to be girls there with signs like, Lane, we fucked after yoga class. Do you remember me? It's going to be awesome.
Like, what are going to be the most vulgar signs that they get on TV? Are we going to get like, I sucked Lane's dick, it was small? Like, are we going to get one of those on game day?
Yeah, absolutely you will.
I hope so.
That's what I'm here for.
I hope so. I had this conversation with my boy Tyler yesterday, and I kind of want to jump ahead and like talk about it. Should Ryan Day and Curt Cignetti be more feared nationally? And here we go. Here's my thought process through it. And you weren't really in the media when you guys won a national title at Florida.
Yeah.
I'm curious how Pat felt when Florida won that natty against Ohio State, like 41-14. It was like, oh my God, Urban is here. Get ready. Like, this shit is going to be bad for the rest of the sport. And I became so scared of Urban Meyer, and my only way to face my fear was to go full Batman and just be a fan. And that's why I fell in love with Urban, because like speed was cool in school, like, being fast, being the fastest.
It should just look different, didn't it? Like,
dude, it did. And it was like, oh my God, like this is now inevitable. I'm terrified of them.
Yeah.
But Sig and Ryan just won back-to-back titles in crazy convincing fashion, and there seems to be no fear that they'll do it again or fucking ruin the sport. I guess I want to start with Patrick. Patrick, do you remember when Urban won that first natty, how you felt afterwards? Did you feel scared of what Florida was building?
Yeah, and I think it was twofold for me. It was like what Urban and Saban both rising to power about basically around the same time. Like, those two were feared nationally for me, and like across the sport. Like, shit,
immediately, right? Like, it was one, and they were feared. It wasn't.
But aren't we kind of dealing with on the very front end of it? And who knows how it plays out? But I mean, at least initially, aren't we dealing with the Midwest version of that?
No, I think we are. I'm just confused why the rest of the nation doesn't seem as feared. Like, these two could rip off, 6 of the next 10 and ruin the sport. Like that's where I'm at.
I really think it's just it's brand bias and region bias. It's because it's the Big Ten. You still have so many inbred fucking idiots in the South that think the SEC is the best conference in football. And you have it in the show notes. I mean, there's national media analysts for the first time ever saying the SEC has fallen off and the Big Ten is supreme right now.
Yeah. But it's funny because I feel like if you polled, a majority of college football fans, especially down South, they would say the most feared coach right now is Kirby Smart.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt.
That's solely due to bias.
Yeah.
I guess it's just wild because like the way not just winning the titles, because here we go. I don't think anybody was scared of Ed Orgeron. Nobody was. Like he won it. Nobody was scared of it. But the way that Ryan, like, here we go. And I asked Tyler this yesterday. I never thought Ohio State would lose a playoff game from the time we scored our first touchdown against Tennessee. I was like, oh my God, we're never losing. Like, we're like this is I told you guys on the show that Notre Dame game was a coronation. I had no doubts at all. ever. And then the way Indiana won, after Indiana beat Ohio State, I was like, oh my God, this team is absolutely going to rip through everybody and win the Natty. And they beat teams' ass in such convincing fashion that should feel terrifying. And everyone just like, it's still Georgia, still Texas. Like the fact that people are more worried about Texas going into this year than they are about Ohio State and Indiana is shocking to me.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you can not have Indiana at the forefront of your mind with what Curt Cignetti's done for 2 years. I mean, it's not even like Mel Tucker where he had a good year, had a bad year. It's like his only 2 years at Indiana, they were phenomenal. I mean, year one made the college football playoff, which was unthinkable, unfathomable before he did it. And they only lost to the eventual national championship game participants. And then the next year goes 16-0 and wins it all. Like, how is that not putting the country on notice? How are you ignoring what Curt Cignetti has done?
Yeah. And I think it's like, he's a great coach, but we got Georgia, we got Texas, we got Oregon. And look, I am a Dan Lanning apologist, and I am part of the Dan Lanning regime. But like people being more scared of Oregon this year than they are of Indiana, it's blowing my mind because I dead ass, and you kind of nailed it. I feel like this is the Big Ten's version of Urban and Saban. I just don't know who's who.
I mean, it's way too early to tell, right? I mean, they both, like, Ryan's got to win a couple, Cignetti's got to win a couple. I don't know who's going to be the Saban in the scenario, but whoever that is needs to win a bunch. So
they're both descendants of the two former.
Yeah, they're descendants of
right? They are, right? They are the children of the original two. So it's way too early to call it that yet, but it could be in the making, and it's hard to ignore what Curt Cignetti's done. And Ryan Day has been nationally relevant every year he's been a head coach. I mean, they've been right there on the doorstep to a national championship relevancy or appearance almost every single year. Every year we've win of the year saying, oh, Ohio State's one of the top 3 favorites to win the national championship every year.
Do you think coaches nationally fear that these two could go rip off like 6 of the next 10?
No, I don't think. Really? I don't think coaches think like that. I honestly think when you're coaching, you're so in your own bubble. You're so focused on your team, what you need to do, and once you get to the season, you evaluate your opponents. But honestly, people in the SEC, outside of if they played Indiana or outside of seeing they won it all, they're not really experts on what Cignetti has done in the portal and what he's added. What's his team looking like as it comes together? That's more us, right? People that are analyzing the entire landscape. Whereas Kirby Smart, he's worried about his team and the teams he's got to play this year. He ain't worried about not one team that he doesn't have to play.
Gotcha. I guess I was just thinking about like when you told us a story about like when Urban Meyer was like obsessed with how Alabama looked on the field.
And that's because he was there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That
season was over and he was there. He didn't mention Alabama one time that entire season, and then he went to the national championship game against Notre Dame and saw how different their program looked from ours and brought it back. But most of the time, I mean, and you get that, right? Coaches will watch the national championship because they're all done. Their seasons are all over.
Do you feel like Indiana and Ohio State look different than most other teams in America? Like amongst the top 10, like do those two teams feel different program wise than like Miami's, Georgia's, USC's, Oregon's, Texas's? Or are they kind of all pretty close together?
I think they're all pretty close together, and it comes down to coaching, development, scheme, motivation. I mean, you talk about those schools you just listed, like they're all pretty similar. I mean, we talked about it all the time. I mean, somehow the SEC had more draft picks than the Big Ten, but the Big Ten whipped their ass the whole entire postseason. Like, it's because they're all similar.
Yeah.
When you talk about Ohio State compared to Georgia, like Ohio State might have better quarterback play, Georgia has better line play. There's hairs to be split, but they're pretty close in talent composite.
That's real. Do you think, and I heard one more question in terms of like feared and like dominance and about national perception. How do this is maybe fucked of me. I never remember like fearing Clemson too much because I didn't feel like they were that much different than Ohio State. And so because of that, it made me even more angry that we couldn't beat them.
Yeah.
What do you think is more likely? Like Cignetti being like a Dabo figure or Cignetti being like an Urban or Nick figure?
Well, I think he's more like an Urban or Nick figure because he's navigating college football, right? I mean, Dabo Swinney, when you really look at what his program did, he did what Urban has done at really every stop he went. He hired a great staff off the jump, great recruiters, really good schemers. And then as guys started matriculating, he fucked everything up. And he also refused to pivot with college football. I think Cignetti is not only pivoting with college football as good as anyone, I think he's on the forefront of it.
100% agree. 100%
I mean,
agree.
the transfer portal stuff and just, I mean, how could he not be? He turned Indiana into a national champion. No one ever thought that would happen. I mean, 500 years of college football, whenever that is, 400 years from now, people would have assumed that Indiana will never win a national championship. And he did it in year 2. It's crazy.
I think the reason I'm a little bit concerned about Cignetti is because he just won a national championship in like really dominating fashion. And there's still so much room to improve the roster. Like when Nick Saban won the title in 15, I think 15 and 20 were his 2 best teams. There was a feeling like, I don't know if this roster can get much better than this. Like the 15 team, you know how many yards Derrick Henry went for?
Oh, I don't remember.
Fucking 2K. Went for 2K yards, and they were giving up like a touchdown a game or 2 touchdowns a game on defense. So it's like you look at that roster and you felt like, I don't know how much better they can get unless they get an NFL quarterback. And then in 2020, it was kind of same deal. It's like, how much better can this team get? Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Najee Harris. Like, how much better can they get? You watch the way this Indiana team just dominated, and you're looking at them like, yeah, I mean, Mendoza's #1 overall pick, but they had the same amount of draft picks as fucking Florida. So, like, think about the talent that they could get and kind of explode even more. So that's kind of where I'm like, could be scary. Could be scary hours.
I just know this. I've doubted Curt Cignetti several times, and I will never do it again. He's proven me wrong every time.
Is this a case where Chris was right and early?
I don't know, but I'm not going to give you all that. But
okay, that's fair. Let's get a commercial break, Big Dog. But it is Super Chat Mailbag Friday, so get those questions in, and we do have a ton of topics we want to hit, bro. Because our favorite complainer, our favorite hater, DG, getting shit done this year.
Hey, we got the stripes back for Juck, right? Yeah. We got black uniforms for you and me, and then DG got new turf. It's amazing. We're all getting satisfied. We're like the local rub and tug that just got shut down. Everybody's getting satisfied. We'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army, it's NBA playoff time. And we got Cavs Pistons tonight. And if you're listening later on in the week, plenty of playoff basketball to go. And if you want to make a little cashish, go over to Prize Picks. They have a number of things new. If you haven't played with them in a while, they have early payouts. Prize Picks now has early payouts, and if your player gets off to a hot start, you now have the option to cash out those winnings before the game even finishes. They also have flex play and power play. How you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose flex play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. So you don't have to go 100%. You don't have to go 5 for 5. You could do a flex play or a power play and go 4 for 5 and still win. They also have stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. If you're really feeling one of the numbers, you can play it 3 times in one stack. And you want to make your picks on your favorite players' points, rebounds, and assists. Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks apps today and use code Menace to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Menace to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA.
Are we back?
Oh, we're back.
Oh, that was weird.
We're not supposed to be back.
Yeah, we'll do it. Would double up next time, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Friday.
I had AI rank Nick Saban's Alabama teams.
Okay. Can I guess? I mean, number 1 is 15.
Nope.
Is it
15
20?
is not even top 5.
What?
I thought that was his best team outside of maybe 20. What's number 1? 17?
2017. 13 total draft picks, 4 first rounders.
Yeah.
The most ever by an Alabama team under Saban.
That's fair. 17
2017 1, 2020 is 2.
Okay.
2018 is 3. So 16, 17, 18 are all top 4.
Jesus.
Crazy. 10 draft picks in 2016.
They didn't win 3 straight though, did they?
No, Clemson beat them in what was that, 17?
Yeah, they started trading a little bit with Clemson.
Crazy.
Yeah, dude, they were so loaded. I mean, like, there's the ability to like stack so much talent, and then also like it gives you so much affordability to like miss on a recruit. Like, dude, they landed the number 1 player in the country, in the Chase Young class, landed the number 1 player in the country defensive end. He ended up being a massive bust, went out to Colorado, and guess what? Nobody gave a fuck. Because they had a fucking other one behind him, right? But now if you do that, you're fucked.
Oh, yeah, because transfer portal. The kid
no
behind him left.
Yeah, there's no one behind him.
Right.
Kid behind him left, and you got fucking Bo Atkinson out there running around. No, just kidding. No Bo slander. My bad. All right, dude. I guess I just want to talk about it real briefly because I guess you squashed the beefs, but I have not been able to stop thinking about Cardale sneak dissing Brad Maendler. And I don't know if you have an update for me or anything.
I mean, I just talked to Cardale before the show. He called me because he must have seen, because Brad clipped our show and put it out on social media. And so Cardale called me and was like, he was like, hey, I'm not trying to go back and forth with anybody on Twitter, but I was like, let me just call this motherfucker. And he was just, his sentiment was basically that coming out of Pittsburgh, that is what they said. They have to undo everything that Drew Aller did at Penn State and with his trainer is what they said. And he was like, I was just speaking on that and speaking to kind of the culture of private QB coaches, right? Like, where most of them are idiots. They don't know what they're doing. And he was like, I don't know, Brad. And he was like, the funny thing is, because I brought up Mason, he was like, the funny thing is, Cardale's in New York City 5 days a week, I guess. He doesn't have time to train kids. So it wasn't a thing where he was like butthurt that Mason, somebody went up to one of his clients, he lost a client or anything like that. Because he still works with Mason every now and then. But it was, he actually said, he's like, I don't really know anyone in this space, but I've seen Zach post about him and I've heard people talk about this Brad guy. So it sounds like he's a popular one that if you can get in to work with. So he was like, it's funny because I kind of recommended him to your quarterback. So it wasn't, I guess, about Brad specifically, though it was very specific to Brad.
Look, he had 3 tweets singling out who drew. He copped out because he didn't want it. Because you know why I keep thinking about it? Cardale saying he wasted his time and that quarterback guru doesn't know anything. Guys, Ryan Day sent his own son to Brad Maendler.
Right.
Because I've seen like Ohio State fans like agreeing. It's like, damn, like Ryan Day, who I have as the president of quarterback development, sends his own son to someone who doesn't know anything. And it was just because my issue with the tweets is it wasn't an umbrella tweet about quarterback trainers. It was like very, very pointed to me. It felt
It definitely was.
So I think he's walking back a little bit, but I'm glad you squashed it because I was like, damn, what the fuck are we doing?
Oh, dude, I've talked to everyone. I've talked to all parties involved. I even talked to Mason's dad. He was like, hey, I don't want Mason to be in the middle of this. He works with both of them. I was like, I wasn't trying to put anybody in the middle of it.
Yeah.
I was just, I was trying to defend Brad because I've been there and he's fucking legit. And I just, that's all I was trying to do.
Yeah. I just thought it was corny. Cause like, here we go. Like, there are not many people in this space that are as pro Ohio high school football as I am. Like, I believe that Ohio has the best players. We're better than Florida, Georgia, Bama, Texas, all of them. We're fucking better. And I will die on that hill, probably by myself, or it'll be me and Ted Ginn Sr. versus the world. And I'm like, damn, even Senior sends his quarterbacks to work with Brad. Yeah. Me and you were there and met the quarterback from Glenville.
Yeah, but when he was a freshman.
Yeah, good fucking player too.
Yeah, really good.
So
yeah, I mean, that was the whole moral of the story. Was Brad was catching heat because Cardale made kind of a general statement that seemed pointed, and so I just wanted to come on and give my opinion, my professional opinion in my field of expertise on Brad, and I didn't mean to take a shot at Cardale either because I don't think Cardale cares, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's just weird because like I think Brad here's my thing, and I think Brad is really good for Ohio high school football. Can you remember a time when you were recruiting at Ohio State where the state of Ohio had this many P5 quarterbacks?
No.
Dude, like
no, not at all.
Like the way that Ohio high school football are throwing the football is so different than 10, 15 years ago. Like
so different.
Ethan Grunkemeyer is starting at Virginia Tech this year.
Yeah.
Mason Heinzl started for a top 25 team as a true freshman, like was better than Bryce Underwood. Like Drew Aller, I would contend, overachieved given what happened. Like Ohio quarterbacks are throwing the ball so different. So I think these quarterback trainers are generally a good thing if they know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's the issue, right? If they have the competency, then it's a really good thing. It's extra work, right? It's no different than when we talked about 7-on-7 and why I started a team. It's all well and good to go play 7-on-7. That's great. You're getting more reps. You're running routes, catching balls, throwing balls, like covering people. Like that's all good stuff. Unless the coach is a fucking clown.
Right.
And he's teaching you a bunch of bad habits. You're actually regressing as a player. That's when it's bad. So you have to have some level of competency there, or you're actually doing a negative thing by going out and putting work in if it's bad work. Urban used to say it all the time. It takes 100 good reps
to undo a bad rep.
One bad rep. So you have to get if you do one, like you run a lazy ass route and it's awful. You need to now have 100 good reps to build that muscle memory. So when it's time to run that route, you run it the right way. You can't, bad reps can really hurt a player.
Bingo. So I don't want to dwell too much time on it. I was just like, I was upset because I felt like it was really direct and pointed. So
yeah, it did seem like that for sure.
Yeah. You see Ohio State's new unis? We could do this, right? It's a new uni kind of. We're just dropping shit every day. Like
I think they're fire. I mean, I love the all Scarlets. We talked about it yesterday. They did it against Penn State. We had a big tailgate for it. It looked incredible. Mainly, and Pat said it before the show, mainly because they have the normal helmet. I think if they had a Scarlet helmet, it would look fucking ridiculously bad. But I think I love that uniform.
That's a new stripe on the pant.
Yeah. Do you like the wide hip stripe?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. I think I would like just the regular straight red.
Yeah, just all red pants.
Yeah. But I see what they're trying to do. Heritage or Buckeye stripes or whatever.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm sorry, and this is racist of me. He has no aura, bro. They need to stop doing uniform pictures at that pose too, because it just looks so staged.
He feels like me. This is why I think I need to get tatted up or something. I feel like when white dudes have their arms out, it's like, dude, put a shirt on. Or get tatted up, and then it's like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, do like the Heartline thing.
Like when Heartline wears a cutoff, you're like, hey, that looks badass. When I wear a cutoff, it's like, look, these pasty ass white arms.
Yeah, and maybe it's the pose too, because they throw out the all whites, the cocaine whites. They gave Kenyatta and the tattoos. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's so hard. I mean, the all whites go crazy.
They're insane.
It's just, I love the uniforms. I mean, to have all red, all white, and all black in the same season. I just wonder, do they have gray pants?
I don't know.
Because I didn't see gray pants. Oh yeah, I did. In the rent drawings, they have gray pants, so they can do.
Yeah, if you look at the renderings, they got their core home and the core away include the gray pants.
Yeah,
and it's
so
like
they have
alternates.
The traditional home is scarlet top, gray pants. Traditional road is white top, gray pants, and then they have the kind of the alternate home and alternate road, not to be mistaken with the alternate black.
Hey, go back to Kenyatta.
Yeah.
This much aura, bro, and the tattoos and the number 2, you have to have 12 sacks.
I need it.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Double-digit sack season loading for Kenyatta Jackson. I think that's inevitable.
I mean, you have to. You have to, bro, because first of all, Caleb Downs is one of the greatest ever. Number 2. And what was the defensive end that wore number 2 before you?
Chase Young.
Like, dog, you wore number 97 and now you're wearing number 2. You got to do something. You better be fucking in talks for number 2 overall pick. But dude, I couldn't really. They need to stop having white players pose like that too, because it feels too much like you don't run like that.
It's unathletic. That's what it is.
Yeah, bro, you look like Tough Borland. That's what I see. I see Tough Borland running just like that after Devontae Smith. Yeah, I'm racist.
A racist for sure.
Big race relations, Chris guy. But yeah, no, I'm excited about the new. I don't remember them ever doing like uniform drops like this. Like it was like an album rollout.
Yeah.
Like just day after day after day. So shout out to Juck and all the people that love it. Dude, DG breaking this story a full day before the beat breaks it is awesome. Confirmed new turf for 2026 season. He put it out there, and the first statement of his article. It's been a generational run for the Buckeye Nation complainers lately. First we got a kicker. Then we got return of the gray sleeves, best uniform in college football. And then now we've got the turf.
Literally everything everyone complains about is like getting addressed. It's like Ross Bjork really is on Twitter like that.
Bingo.
I think it's great. They're getting rid of this
public favor.
Yeah, and I think it's great. They're getting rid of that slit turf that's banned in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's long overdue. My only question is, are they replacing the turf at the Woody too? Because it's all well and great to play on Saturdays on a different turf, a healthier turf, a nicer turf, a newer turf. But that's 1 out of 7 days. Like, you have 5 other days where you're on field working, not on that turf. So if they're not replacing all the turf at the practice facility, the outdoor practice fields, the indoor Woody Hayes Athletic Center, if they're not replacing all of it, I still have injury concerns, soft tissue injury concerns, because probably 75% of their reps are at practice.
Yeah. I mean, that's you're right. You're 100% right. My stance is that, like, you know, if I have like 5 kids that are starving, right? Like at whatever island. Yeah, rescuing all 5 is ideal. But if I could just rescue one, it's still a net positive.
Start, right?
Yeah.
It's a net positive if 4 of them die?
Well, it's a net positive if they all 5 were going to die and I was able to save just one.
Right. But
yeah,
but
I would like to save all 5.
That's the problem, though. They have the means to save all 5,
okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like negligence if you're like, oh, I have this empty life raft. I'm going to grab my youngest son, put him on here, and start paddling away. It's like, what about the other ones? You have plenty of room on the lifeboat.
Yeah, but hey, at least you saved one. You know, you're not a bad guy if you only save one.
Yeah, I think you're a pretty bad guy if you don't save the other ones too. If you're able,
that's, you know, fair and
that's
reasonable.
what this feels like, right?
Yeah,
like Ohio State can raise the funds to replace all the turf, and if there's plenty of evidence and studies. The whole reason the NFL banned the turf is because it increased injuries,
soft tissue injuries to be specific.
Soft tissue injuries, and so it's negligence to not replace it all.
Yeah, so maybe we just send DG out. Maybe this is a distraction. We got to send DG back out there. DG, hey DG, if you're listening, your fight is not finished.
No, your work here is not done until every bit of turf is replaced.
I need the fucking Kobe Bryant meme as his new PFP, his little profile picture. Job not finished. It's not finished. So go get a DG. Also, with this new turf, Zach, they're going to be able to do different end zone designs.
Paintable turf.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool. I think it was Andrew Lind or someone tweeted about it like a year ago that's what they should do, and now they're doing it. So the turf is going to be paintable. They can paint different end zones to match themes. I guess that's cool. I've never seen that at Ohio State. You know what I mean? It's been a long time since they had grass, and when they had turf, it's just the same end zone every time.
We can get black end zones for for when we roll out with those all black unis.
Yeah, it's fucking like Akron.
No, they'll have the All Blacks against Oregon. That's what I've decided.
I hope so.
That's got to be a night game, though.
I think the Oregon game is going to be a night game. My schedule expert put me onto that. But, you know, I always got jealous of like the schools that like had the paintable end zones or whatever, and they would like have a player hide in the end zone for a kickoff. Now we'll never do it, but it is possible. You know what I'm talking about? When they would,
oh yeah. Lay down and they blend into the end zone.
Yeah, that shit is so cool to me. I don't know why. It's just so gimmicky. But I'm with it. So yeah, they'll be able to utilize all the custom stuff. So also, just again, they put that out. And then a full like 24 hours when 11 Warriors got like the press release. So do you think people in the Woody were pissed that DG had this first? And how did DG get it first?
I don't know how, but
Dude,
no, I don't think they give a shit.
Written. You say they don't give a shit?
No, especially like new turf. That's not even on their radar. I mean, I'm sure when they found out, they're like, oh, that's perfect. We needed that. And then they moved on. They don't care about the public outpouring about it or anything.
Yeah, I guess like I think about like, and this is me being a really spiteful, petty person. When someone complains about something, when it gets completed, it's not for you. And my example is James Harden. You guys sat in here and complained about James Harden. So when James Harden does something right, it's not for you guys.
Oh, it's for me.
No, fuck you.
No,
it's absolutely for me.
What do you mean? He heard us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He heard
I
heard the
agree.
message loud and clear. He was playing like shit, and we told him he needs to fucking play better.
No, that was for the Harden fans. That was not for you guys. But like my stance is like, if I'm York, I don't want this to feel like I'm DG's cuck. Like I don't fucking belong to you, dude. I did this for me, not for you. Also, like, you know, never mind. Actually, let me move off of that point entirely. Let's get a commercial break. I want to come back and I want to talk about some interesting comments that ESPN has done and the media mechanics that are going on with them, because I think it's fucked up.
Sounds like a plan. We'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army. It's been over a year now, a year and a half almost, that I've been on Awaken 180 weight loss, and I've told you everything you can know about it. It's phenomenal. Right? They give you your own personal coach. They send you a scale. You weigh in once a week. You check in with your coach once a week and talk about the plan, the strategy, And you adjust, you pivot, you work with her. Together, you guys help you lose 5+ pounds a week. I've gotten so much feedback from people that have signed up, how amazing it's been. But I got an email over the weekend that kind of blew me away. And it made me feel great about what Awaken 180 can do and is doing for a lot of you. And I'm just going to read it to you. It's from Christian. I don't know if he's in the chat much. You guys might know who he is, but he said, "Hey, Zach, my name's Christian. Been listening to the show for over a year now, and I finally took the jump and signed up for Awaken 180 after hearing y'all talk about it. Man, what a difference. In just 2 months, I dropped 42 pounds. My high cholesterol is completely fixed, and I was able to get off my meds completely. My doctor was shocked at my last checkup. My energy's through the roof. I'm sleeping better, and I actually feel like myself again. This program is the real deal, and I wanted to just say thanks for putting me onto it. Keep doing what you're doing. Love the show. Christian." Dude got off high cholesterol meds because he lost 42 pounds in 2 months because of this program. It is a life changer. I'm talking energy, libido. Never mind how you look, how you feel. Going to the pool. It's almost pool season. Go over and just do a consultation with them. Sign up for a consultation at awaken180weightloss.com. Once you do the consultation, you'll feel like you got to do it. As much as I'm trying to tell you, it has changed my life. It's changing people in the Army's life. Go check it out, awaken180weightloss.com, and take your life back. Get it under control. Get your weight down. You'll have all the education. Then you'll be on free maintenance for life. They'll help you for the rest of your life. Make sure you keep that weight off. Don't gain it back. None of these jabs, Ozempics, where all of a sudden you know your bones are brittle, and once you get off of it, you gain the weight back. Do it the right way with science, accountability, and coaching at awaken180weightloss.com.
Losing your hair is not fun, and losing your hair is really real. Like, seeing that kind of hair thin for me was definitely like a moment. Obviously, you see the hairline, the spot on the top of the head, like all that started going for me. And it's like a really stressful thing. And when it happens, you know, you lack confidence. And in this field, like, I'm on camera every day. Like, you want to be really confident. And when it happens, it's like you look up all these treatments. You see all these shampoos, like this treatment, that treatment. You don't know what works. You doubt if it will work on you. I'm going to tell you that Hims works. Hims has been awesome. It's got doctor trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil that work. It helps your hairline recover. And look, I mean, like we're using it every day, and we've kind of got the hairline at least at a far better place. And I can feel it. People make comments to me about like how much my hair has grown since I started using Hims. So I'm here like that, like testimony. Like, I use Hims, enjoy Hims. It works. It's brought back my confidence, obviously, to do that on a show. I do like wearing hats, generally speaking. But even when I go out, like, it's nice not to have to include a hat in every single outfit I wear. For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/menace. That's hims.com/menace for your free online visit. Again, hims.com/menace. Featured products include compound drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride.
There you have it. Shit works.
We're back at it. I thought this was crazy. So ESPN is currently on a crazy parade to force feed to Big Ten people specifically that a 2014 playoff completely ruins the playoffs. And you will see media doing this, but more in the political space. You know what Feinbaum said? It was Feinbaum, and is that Mina Kimes? No, it's not Mina Kimes. It's Heather Dinich.
Yes.
They said, if we live in a world where Ohio State and Michigan rest their starters for that game at the end of the season because they've got the potential of 5 playoff games is still sitting in front of them, then college football we have known ceases to exist. And this is going to get outrage from the Big Ten people that still watch ESPN about like, oh, look, like Michigan and Ohio State could both sit players. This is ESPN media completely fabricating a problem to get a media reaction or get a fan base reaction to a problem that doesn't exist at all. It won't ever exist.
We talked about it, and this is where people are losing. One, this is ESPN employees trying to drive an ESPN narrative. They don't want the expansion because they'll lose the monopolistic control they have. If you go to 2014s, other networks get involved. The ESPN doesn't have a monopoly on the college football postseason. That's absolutely what's going on here. Because as I mentioned, these games are still going to be very important because seeding is going to matter so much more than it ever has. Right? In a 4-team playoff, you had to win 2 games. Right? You're going to both teams, no matter what, both teams are going to be really fucking good that you play. You let 24 teams in, there's going to be half of them that aren't great. They aren't a real threat. And the higher your seeding is, the lesser threat you're going to play. And so it matters if you really want to make a run at this thing, because as much as that Michigan game might not matter to get into the playoffs, it's still going to matter when it comes to seeding, which then you could get a bye or don't get a bye, right? Or you play the 23 seed or instead of the 9 seed. I mean, it's going to be really important still to win that game. And at no time ever will Ohio State and Michigan rest starters for that rivalry game. There's no fucking chance. And I saw whoever it was you put in here said the first Ohio State coach to rest his starters against Michigan will also be the last Ohio State coach to rest his starters against Michigan.
Bingo.
It's absolutely valid.
And also, again, this is ESPN like trying to get like Big Ten people involved. Like they're trying to like show Ohio State. But here we go. Like the playoff doesn't decide how much this rivalry means. Like this rivalry to me has always proven bigger than the landscape. It's always been that way.
Yeah. Always.
And like, dude, like I always go back to 2 years ago. Ohio State was going to play in the postseason no matter what, dog.
Yeah.
Did they rest a single starter against Michigan?
No.
A bad Michigan team? Fuck no. And guess what happened after the game? Literally got a historic moment in the rivalry. People were getting pepper sprayed, flags were getting planted, people were getting punched, like dog, like
chaos.
Yeah, and again, we all knew they were gonna make the playoffs. We all knew it. I mean, Jack Sorsby on the field talking about your season's fucking over, ours isn't. But that game still meant something. I'm not gonna have them go plant the flag. So it's like this isn't like, and here we go, like. Why didn't they just do this with Auburn, Alabama? Why did they focus it on Michigan? So it also is the ESPN and SEC and Paul Feinbaum almost admitting what the best rivalry in the sport is.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Because why wouldn't you just do it with the rivalry that you are close to and understand?
Yeah, they were trying to get the clickbait.
Yeah,
right?
well, they were trying to invoke emotion amongst Michigan and Ohio State fans, but I'm smart enough to realize, no, you don't get to fucking invent a problem and dictate how I feel about this.
No.
Period.
And stop pushing your propaganda, your bullshit.
Bingo.
Like,
we've
come to grips. The 2014 playoff is probably going to happen. I've framed it in my mind as a good thing. I have reasons why I don't agree that they should go to 24, but it's not my choice. So I need to figure out a way to look at it. And that's what I figured out.
Right. And like the thing is, Zach, like in totality, it's probably not a good thing, but it's better than the evil thing that is taking place. There's just too much bias, and I'll keep going back to that. There's just too much of a vested interest. Like, here we go. You know what the better solution to a 2014 playoff is? Split the 12-team playoff directly in half. Fox gets half of the games. ESPN gets the other half of the games, and you split the college football playoff show releases. That's the better solution. Guess what? ESPN would never do that either.
Well, no, because they have a monopoly right now. But in a 2014 playoff, they won't have a choice.
No, they don't. They don't have that much money. Like Fox has more money. If the bidding is open again, Fox has made so much money over the past, like over the Big Ten TV deal, that they've got enough money to buy all that up. So, just saying. But again, you just got to frame it in your mind as a 16-team playoff with a play-in weekend.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's all it is. You have 8 play-in games to get to a 16-team playoff, and I'm fine with that.
Dude. My favorite description of the SEC is from Colin Cowherd. The SEC has become the Real Housewives. They don't really have the power they used to. They've aged, and they're a little dysfunctional. The real power's in the Big Ten. Dude, calling the SEC Housewives, I think, is my new favorite thing.
It's awesome, and I think he's kind of on point, right? He said the SEC has become the Real Housewives. They don't really have the power they used to. They're aged and they're a little dysfunctional. The real power is the Big Ten. That's about as accurate of a statement as I've heard.
I mean, they are kind of
real housewives used to be the bad bitches in their 20, popping bottles in the VIP of the club. Now they're a little older, still hot, not as hot.
Would you say still would?
Yeah, still would. They fall into my 2 categories, right? I've explained this before. I have risk-it-alls or woods. Right? They are not risk-it-alls anymore. They're just woods. Like you see them, you're like, I would.
Yeah. It's just a funny description. And like the older I've gotten, the more I've realized like the SEC complains more than the Big Ten. I used to think that like here we go, like people always called like Ryan Day like a whiny, complaining coach. People even called Harbaugh a whiny, complaining coach, which I kind of got on board with. But the last year showed me that like one side really whines so much. And for all the negative shit I have to say about Sharon Moore never once blamed their out of conference game against Oklahoma as the reason they didn't make the playoffs.
Never. Unlike Sark at Texas, who fucking
Sark
cried,
on a full
cried like a
fucking
baby.
media tour.
Cried like a fucking baby because they lost to Ohio State and ended up with 3 losses and didn't get in the playoffs.
Yeah. Like, what's the difference between the two? I mean, I know that maybe Sharon was gooning and didn't really put it together 2-2, but like I don't know, dude. Like it's weird. It's weird. To kind of maneuver through it. Dude, we have Martin Luther Kiffin, and now we've got Edgar X.
Edgar X.
I've been working on that all day. Ed Orgeron said, I think the stigma is always going to stay with them, just like other schools have a stigma that's definitely there at Ole Miss, in referring to the slavery and segregation, dog. And it's funny because I never thought I would get like segregation relations or race relations from Ed Orgeron. I don't trust it, but I'll take it.
I mean, it is what it is. I think his point is very valid.
Mm-hmm.
Certain schools have a stigma around them based on a lot of factual things that have happened, right?
Yeah.
I go back to what I've talked about it before, the city of Tallahassee, where Florida State is. I mean, it is a predominantly black city because you have Florida A&M, I think, is the HBCU there. Yep. Florida State, I mean, you just have it just is what it is. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It just is. Now, Ole Miss has all this racist history. It is what it is. Like, you can't change that. And you can't just rinse a city and it's just like, okay, now it's not. Like, there's still going to be underlying feelings and beliefs that don't just die.
I mean, like, I'm like you had a memorial on campus that's dedicated to the fucking lost cause. Like, I don't really know.
Lost cause was keeping slavery.
Yes, literally slavery. So I guess, like, for me, I thought it was funny that Ed Orgeron even spoke on this, because Ed Orgeron to me is like not very confrontational at all. And honestly, like, fuck, if I'm Pete Golding, I would have looked to hire Ed Orgeron like a year or two ago, because you know he can recruit. You know, he's like a cultural icon. But obviously they didn't do it. But I just thought it was good that Ed Orgeron, like, you know, drew his line in the sand. Said I'm rocking with the man over here.
Absolutely. And he was the head coach. So now we have 2 previous Ole Miss head coaches that are saying it. Crazy. But Eddie O, I mean, he hasn't got back into coaching after LSU fired him. He has reached that point in his life where he doesn't give a fuck. He'll say anything. Just like when they talk about NIL, he goes, only difference is the bag man go to the front door instead of the back. Like, he doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Dude, I love Edo. Do you think he'll coach again anytime soon, or do you think
he's retired? He's I mean, what is it? This is going to be year 5 out of coaching. Nah, he's done. Is it like the shelf life? Yeah, I just don't think he wants to.
I thought he was kind of campaigning a year ago to maybe go back and like be an assistant coach for like Arkansas or something.
He's flirted with it, I think, but if he wanted to, I mean, this is season number 5.
Yeah, he knows enough people. He could if he really wanted to get in, he could have got back in.
Yeah, he could have got a job already if he wanted to.
He was probably doing the thing where it's like, you know, you're technically required to look for a job.
Right. That's right. Just to get his buyout.
Yeah. Because we haven't talked about it. I've had it in the show notes for so long. Did you see what Brian Kelly came out and said?
Mm-mm.
He said he's been using AI to like help him find a job.
Oh, I did see that. I lied. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, dude, you know, he's got to quote unquote satisfy the attempting to look for a job to continue getting the buyout, because you can't just like not ever look for a job and like vanish, or else like they could press you on that.
Some contracts, yeah, like James Franklin had that. He obviously went out and got a job, but
yeah, well, James Franklin had it. No, Brian Kelly had it too, but the paragraph in the contract, Zach, was only 3 sentences long. In the Ryan Day contract for the buyout, it's like 3 full paragraphs about what you're required to do, like to find another job. So he's, I guess satisfying that.
I guess he's defined trying to get a job. Well, I asked AI to how I should do it. That's me trying.
Also, like the other part of it is, and I don't know how you feel about this. I don't know how hireable Brian Kelly is P5 wise. Like, it felt like a crazy crash and burn. I feel like he might need to go to like a lesser P5 school before he can get to one of those, like, you know, top 15 programs again. I don't know if I'm being ridiculous in that kind of sentiment.
Yeah, I think if Penn State would have hired him, that would have made sense. I mean, I think he can still get a really good job, but it's not.
They had every chance to like express interest in him and just didn't.
No. Oh, I'm not saying they would want him, but I think he could get a job like that.
Okay.
Like kind of that B tier, still could be a contender program, like a Michigan State, Nebraska, a school like that.
Yeah,
UCLA.
I can honestly, Michigan State would be a dope fit for him, I think.
I think so too.
Huh.
Absolutely. I think it would be. I mean,
would it be a better fit than who they have now?
State of Michigan. I mean, he was at Central Michigan and whatever the smaller school he was a head coach at, Grand Rapids or something like that.
Yeah, shout out GR, dude. It's almost the exact same size as Akron for those who care.
And is it as shitty?
They're both fantastic cities. You know what I thought about the other day, Zach? I drove through
Grand Valley State. That's what it was. Grand Valley State.
Oh yeah, that's in Grand Rapids.
Is it?
I don't know. I just made that up.
It is in Allendale, Michigan.
Yeah. Who the fuck is Allen? Kate Carter. Would this is from Kate Carter, I guess, just real quick. Could he get a job at Florida State if they fired
Sure.
Norvell?
Absolutely. Because I mean, he still has the Notre Dame resume, right? It didn't work out at LSU. We knew that. I thought it was an awful fit, weird fit. I don't think Florida State's a good fit either. But a school like that is down pretty bad right now. They can look at what he did at Notre Dame and say, man, if he can replicate that here, I know it didn't work out at LSU, but he did have a ton of success. So he is somewhat a proven commodity. And honestly, if you just took his name out of it and how much I dislike the guy, you look at it and say, okay, something fit-wise didn't work in Louisiana. That's what it was, right? He's had way too much success at Cincinnati, Central Michigan, Grand Valley State, and the winningest coach in Notre Dame history. Way too much success to say, oh, he's just a bad coach.
You know what's weird? I'm not even sure how awful his time was at LSU. I think it felt worse because of how much of a mishap it felt like in terms of fit-wise. Well,
and because they went out and purchased one of the top coaches in college football, right? So they expected. But I mean, he went 10-4 in year one, 10-3 in year two, 9-4, then 5-3 and got fired. So it was definitely going the wrong direction.
It was. But it's like, they had a Heisman Trophy winner. They were starting to like uptick on the talent side of it. But like if you close your eyes and think about Brian Kelly, you would have thought he went fucking, he lost 6 games every year there. Yeah, right? But I mean, here we go. Whose tenure was better? So like the Mike Norvell tenure at Florida State or the Brian Kelly tenure at LSU?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm going to go Brian Kelly because what has happened lately to Mike Norvell's program. But Brian Kelly was a 3+ loss team every year. Mm-hmm. And they made him one of the highest paid coaches in the country, brought him from Notre Dame. Like they were expecting to contend for national championships. He lost 3 games every year, minimally.
Yeah.
Even when he snuck in the back door of the SEC championship, that was a 4-loss team at the end of the year.
Which is wild. And then it's going to be like, as soon as they go to 24 teams and like Lane Kiffin like makes 2 playoffs, and we're like, look, we made more playoffs with Lane than did with Brian Kelly. It's like, damn, they had this fucking same record though.
Right.
So shout out them. All right. More likely to get a job first, Jimbo Fisher or Brian Kelly? Who's more hireable to you?
Who, say it again, Brian Kelly and who?
Or Jimbo Fisher, who's more hireable?
Brian Kelly.
Okay.
Brian Kelly for sure.
Okay. That's fair. Fair and real. Let's get one more commercial break, come back, hit some general questions, and then we're going to hit some mailbag questions.
And super chats at the end, so get them in. And like the video. You guys did a great job yesterday. Already over 6,000 views on yesterday's episode and over 600 likes. They go hand in hand. We got 730 people in here. Just hit that like button. Hit that like button and help us blow this our new channel up because YouTube fucked us. All right, we'll be right back after this. All right, Menace Army, I've been talking about them for a long time. Peptides. They're the future of medicine. They're amino acid strands that do different things. Different ones do different things. I use AI to figure out the best ones for me. But the one I just started 2 weeks ago is Retatrutide. It is amazing. And I'm only 2 weeks in. It's all for weight loss, metabolic improvement. It's a triple agonist, I think is how you say it. It suppresses your appetite, slows digestion, and boosts energy expenditure, calorie burning. It is truly a weight loss fitness hack. Justine and I both started 2 weeks ago. I immediately felt the burst of energy. My appetite is far lower. And honestly, we just went to Utah for a weekend of volleyball. I ate terrible. I weighed in this morning. I lost 3 pounds this weekend. Didn't work out. Didn't eat well. It is truly a generational life hack. And we got them for you. Not only that, but the BPC 157 with TB 500, the Wolverine stack is amazing for healing, recovery. Maybe you got a hip problem, a shoulder problem. It is a game changer. And the other one I do is CJC 1295, solely for growth hormone production. We got all of them. Do your research and go check them out. Menacetofitness.co. Promo code Menace gives you 10% off. It will change your life. But really, research Reddit True Tide. I've been researching it for about 6 months, finally pulled the trigger, and I can't even tell you how amazing I feel on it. It'll truly change your life. Go check it out, menacetofitness.co. And full disclaimer, they are unmixed, so you have to mix them yourself if you're going to do that. That's up to you. I'm not selling them to do that, but if you do that, I just use AI. It'll help you out. It's really easy.
Did you this is totally separate story, but did you see that the closer for the Dodgers and the guys who finished first and second in the Kentucky Derby are getting in trouble right now for illegal cockfighting in Puerto Rico?
Oh no, really?
yeah, dude.
That's
what
awesome.
a fall from grace.
Dude, literally there was like a sting and they had like a fucking illegal cockfighting ring bust. And it's like those 3 guys who were fighting cocks every weekend.
Oh God.
That shit is funny, dude.
Shout out my Browns. Every single game is at 1 p.m. on Sunday.
Except for the one Thursday night game.
Yeah, they have a Thursday night game against the Steelers, but every other game is 1 p.m. Sunday.
My hot take is that they picked the wrong game to be the primetime game.
Which game should have been?
Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I am more intrigued in Falcons Browns. Yeah, I'm more intrigued in Falcons Browns than I am in Browns Steelers.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the Browns or who either quarterback's going to be, but I know that like I think there's more disdain right now for Kevin Stefanski in the fan base than there is for the Steelers.
No, I don't think so.
That far.
I don't think so.
Well, guess who's not a Browns fan who has no
You,
fucking
exactly.
I
I tell you, that's not fully true.
You guys really hate the Steelers that bad?
Yeah.
I fucking hate
And I don't really hate Stefanski. I just think he sucked.
I mean, listen, I'm rooting against the Falcons in every game.
Oh, absolutely. But it's not out of hatred. It's just like, fuck him. He's awful.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Stefanski the other day, and I'm trying to think like what is the path? And this is gonna sound derogatory, but it's not. What is the path for Julian Sand to be the number 1 overall pick? And it's literally if the Falcons get the first pick. I feel like Julian Sand is the quarterback that Stefanski just drools and dreams about.
Yeah. I mean, he fits, right?
Yeah. It just feels like if he had a choice, that would be the guy.
Yeah.
Because he's small like Dylan Gabriel, but a way more accurate quarterback. Pushes outside it just feels like that is his Michael Jordan.
That is his Michael Jordan.
That is his Michael Jordan, man.
Dude,
we tried to get Zach's son yesterday to say that like LeBron was better than Kobe.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Zach's got little man just completely brainwashed.
Hey, we're good in my house. Actually, no, we're not. Cam's not. Cam, I lost the battle with Cam.
Look good. You can't win them all.
But the good news is once Luke is a teenager and able to like formulate his own thoughts, LeBron will he'll be retired. So it's not like he's watching him and a fan
You
of
say
him.
that now.
Oh, stop it. In
That
10 years, LeBron will be well retired.
He'll be gone by then, but we'll have another Akron player that he could be a fan of.
Bronny James Jr.
No.
The Peterson kid. I do want to ask a couple questions. Who do you think is going to have more passing yards this year between these two quarterbacks? Josh Hoover or Trinidad Chambliss?
That's tough. I'll go Josh Hoover.
Reasoning.
Because I don't know what Ole Miss is going to be on offense. I don't think they're going to be very fucking good. And I think you can't doubt Curt Cignetti. I mean, he just took a Cal quarterback and made him the number 1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy winner. Josh Hoover is a better prospect through the portal than Fernando Mendoza was, whether that's right or wrong. He just is. So I think I'm going to go with Cignetti. Don't bet against Cignetti. That's why.
You know, it's funny. I think that picking Trinidad Chambliss is actually betting on Curt Cignetti. And it's because I think their defense is going to be better. And I think they won't have to score as many points. I think Trinidad Chambliss, his path to Heisman or Heisman consideration is going to be because I think their defense is going to be really bad, and he's going to have to do a lot.
Well, here we go. Last year, Trinidad had 400 more passing yards than Fernando Mendoza.
But Ole Miss was really fucking good.
They were.
I don't know what Ole Miss is going to be on offense.
I mean,
But
that's literally the
here's
first pick
on the contrary, game script, if Ole Miss is down, like they're going to be pass heavy.
No, I understand that. I just don't think they're going to be very good. I don't think he's going to throw for as many yards as he did last year.
Did they lose much on offense?
Yeah, I mean, shit, dude. The first pick of the second round was their number one receiver.
Yeah, but that was also a total reach.
They lost a lot of players, period, in the portal.
Well, yeah.
A lot of those guys went over to the Baton Rouges. Okay, who's going to have more passing yards, Jaden Maeva or Sam Levette?
Jaden Maeva.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys answered that so.
It's Lincoln Riley. It's Lincoln Riley. I mean, they'll probably lose 4 games and he'll win the Heisman. Like, that's what Lincoln Riley does.
Okay, who's going to throw for more yards, Darian Mensah or Julian Sayin?
Julian Sayin.
Okay, well,
Miami's going to be pretty. I'm not going to call it run heavy, but I think they're going to stick to the Mario Cristobal style of ball, and I just have a belief that Ryan Day is going to open it up this year. It might be fool's gold. I might be just trying to wish that into existence, but I feel like Julian's going to have a ridiculous year.
Okay, I mean, I'm not going to argue too much with that one. CJ Carr or Arch Manning? Yeah, this is the toughest one to me.
I'm going to go CJ Carr. I believe in Marcus Freeman. I think CJ Carr and Arch are similar prospects, similar players. And I mean, I think it's going to be close, but I'll go CJ Carr.
I'm going to go CJ Carr as well, and because of strength of schedule.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely.
Oh, but okay. I'm just curious. Like, do you think? Oh, yeah. I mean, they lost both running backs, so that's definitely one. All right. And this is I'm gonna ask you to project, dude. I'm gonna ask you to project. Who's gonna throw for more yards, Keelan Russell or Gunnar Stockton?
Gunnar Stockton. He's a veteran. I think being that it's a rookie quarterback at Alabama and Keelan Russell, I think they're going to try to protect him a little bit, at least initially in the year, even if he's fantastic and mid-year they just really open shit up. I don't think they're going to go into the year like, all right, big dog, here are the reins, like go after him. I think that Georgia is full on go.
Where are you at, Pat?
Give me Keelan Russell.
I'm with Pat there because
I know you guys
we
are
love stars.
Gunnar Stockton didn't even throw for 3,000 yards last year in 14 games.
You're gonna see.
I don't like Gunnar Stockton.
I like him. He's a baller.
I don't like him, but he looks too much like Brock Bowers. I want my quarterbacks to be handsome.
Yeah. I don't even know what he looks like.
He looks like Brock Bowers.
He looks like a 45-year-old man.
Yeah, dude.
He does. Dude, did you see? I think the funniest thing I saw all day yesterday was the Raiders schedule release. Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza like recreating Step Brothers.
I love them together.
Oh, dude, it was hilarious because they're the two nerdiest white guys you'll ever see.
Yeah,
and they're both in Vegas. It was awesome.
No, I love them together. That's like my new favorite. That's my favorite quarterback relationship, like mentor mentee, that I have. Shit, I had one more that I wanted to ask. Oh, here we go. Rocco Becht or Bryce Underwood?
Rocco Becht. Yeah. Come on.
It's the race to 200 yards.
Literally.
Oh man, I don't know. Oh, maybe I can come up with one more. Okay.
Wait.
Oh wait, go ahead, Pat. What do you got?
I was gonna say you didn't include Dante Moore in any of those.
Well, I was actually gonna do Marcel Reed versus Dante Moore.
Oh,
Dante Moore for sure.
Really? Okay. Okay. How close were they last year? Dante Moore threw for 35 and Marcel Reed threw for 31.
56. Yeah.
I mean, here we go. Is Dante Moore going to be top 5 in P5 in throwing yards?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like Dan Lanning, defensive head coach, probably not.
Like, is he going to have more than Mestamaker?
I was going to say that. Mestamaker's my favorite to have the most yards in P5 next year.
Because here are the guys who had more yards than Dante Moore a year ago. Mestamaker, Mensah, Chambliss, fucking Carson Beck, Maeva, Sawyer Robertson, and Kevin Jennings had the quietest 3,600 yards ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he finished 10th in Power 4 last year.
Wait. Oh yeah, you're right.
Give me Mestamaker over Dante Moore next year.
Dante Moore or Trinidad, Zach?
Dante Moore, who?
Or Trinidad? You're out on Trinidad, so.
Yeah, I mean, I Dante Moore. I just don't think Ole Miss is going to be very good.
Dante Moore or CJ Carr?
Give me Dante Moore.
Dante Moore or Josh Hoover?
Dante Moore.
Wow, you absolutely have him in the top. All right, Dante Moore or Jaden Maeva?
Jaden Maeva still.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Jaden Maeva does have the best chance to lead.
All right, Mestamaker or Maeva?
Messed. I mean, that's so much volume, right?
I know. He's going to throw like 50 times a game.
Yeah. Like they paid him all the money. I mean, he's like to me, he's just, this is Mike Leach's like son.
Yeah, literally.
Like, Drew, I am your father. Give me the commercial break, come back. We'll rumble, rant, super chat, and skate on a Friday.
I love it. Happy Friday. Get your super chats in. We'll be right back after this. I'm just curious. What do you guys do in May, June, and July? If you're a football junkie, we all know I am, Chris is, Pat is. Now, they like other sports. I'm not really a fan of watching early season baseball or NBA. Like, what do you do to get your sports fix? For me, I break down film. I love all 22 film. It's the film that the coaches study, and we got a library of it. And all off season long, every Wednesday night now, we do Bourbon and Ball, where we sip on some bourbon, break down a topic or a subject, and just expand our understanding of football. We just did the entire transfer portal series in the winter, all the transfers coming into Ohio State, breaking down their film, seeing how good they were last year, where they could fit in at Ohio State. And then we moved on to spring games. We did Ohio State spring game, Michigan spring game. We have a couple more I still want to break down, but the next phase is scheme, learning scheme. Up first is Arthur Smith, the new offensive coordinator at Ohio State. We're going to break down some of his NFL film and see what is Arthur Smith's identity on offense. How is he as a play caller? What is his sequencing like? I want to know what's the Arthur Smith impact for the 2026 season. If you want to get an in-depth coach's opinion and breakdown of a relevant topic like that. And furthermore, we're going to break down Matt Patricia's third down packages and what he did last year and where a guy like Earl Little Jr. may fit in this year. We got a bunch of scheme to break down the next couple months. And if you want to elevate your football knowledge, money back guarantee. You sign up, enjoy one Bourbon and Ball. If it's not worth the money, you just shoot me an email. I Venmo your money right back. It's literally free to try. You have no risk. So come hang out with us this next Wednesday. It's going to be the Arthur Smith breakdown of his offense, identity, sequencing, play calling, all of that. If you want to elevate your football knowledge, come hang out with me every Wednesday and expand your understanding of the game of football, the game we all love. What else do you do in the summer other than go to the beach, bang broads, watch football? And if you are a female, maybe you bang broads. I don't know. But it is definitely a fun time. Come check it out. Money back guarantee, menacesports.com. It's the Colonel tier, $25 a month. Sign up, check it out. You also can watch all of last year's breakdowns. I mean, there's so much content for $25 a month. Go check it out. And if you don't like it, like I said, money back guarantee. I'll Venmo your money right back. menacesports.com. Yeah, youth sports got me this week. I was going to do it Wednesday. We had fucking a practice and 2 games going on. It was just insanity. I couldn't do it last night. So next week I got you. Without a doubt, we're back. Arthur Smith breakdown is loading and coming. We already got the film. We're all locked and loaded, ready to go.
Dude, youth sports gives me the most joy I've ever felt in life.
It's really fun, but it's a lot. With 4 kids in youth sports, it's a lot.
Dude, I'm fucking underwater with 1 kid in youth sports. But it's also because like they do a lot of theater stuff. But like baseball days, dude, like I would just sit in bed and I'm just like teary-eyed. I love youth baseball. I love it. It's always cinema. There's obviously 3 kids that don't know what's going on. We had a kid completely just leave to go to the field, to go to the playground in the middle of the game. Like I just
went to the swing set.
I just love it, dude. I just am obsessed with it. Like they said back up to the outfielders, bro. One of the outfielders just like kept backing up, like was facing the wrong way and everything. I just like, I love you guys. Like never grow up. We had a coach complain to the commissioner about us cheating, bro. It's awesome.
That's awesome.
They're 9.
It's beautiful.
That's fucking awesome.
I could cry, bro, thinking about it right now, actually.
All right, we got some Rumble rants from our guy Bashy. Thanks for the 10. Zach, I'm headed to your old stomping grounds to see Morgan Wallen in the Swamp.
Ooh.
Also taking my 11-year-old daughter. Will be our first concert together. Can't fucking wait to see the look on her face.
That's going to be awesome.
Oh, it's a surprise too. Woo.
That'll be awesome.
Bashy, thanks for the 5 more. Guys, can you shout out my daughter Josie, her friend Raven, and my wife Christine as we are listening to you on our way to the concert? Pat, you sang happy birthday to both of them.
Let's go.
Shout out to
guys.
them. Let's go.
Absolutely.
That's sick.
All right. Now sing a Morgan Wallen song to them, Pat.
I don't
Maybe
even-
lock them doors and turn the lights down.
I know that's not
That is
Morgan
not
Wallen.
Morgan Wallen. You don't know a Morgan Wallen song? He's the number one country artist in the world.
Dog, that's for a bit, bro. I've been to Morgan Wallen shows.
You don't know
Yeah.
whiskey glasses or
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember anything we said, but we said it all. I don't know the rest of the words.
Oh, dude, I love Patrick, dude.
oh, Pat.
Patrick called me yesterday, Zach. We were both like just over the moon because he won his dart tournament.
I saw the picture.
Oh yeah, I was locked in.
He called me, bro. We were like on the phone, like having like a bro teary-eyed moment.
Yeah.
Because I was winning my call sheet like position.
Yeah, he's texting me. He's like, dude, I'm up so much in call sheet right now. All these Drake bets are hitting. Oh, it was funny.
And I had baseball practice last night, dude. I was like in tears, dude, just the whole day. I've been really emotional lately. So watch out. I'm on my myriad.
Oh my gosh.
You're what?
A myriad? A man period?
I've just been so emotional lately, guys.
Oh,
I
good.
fucking
Wait,
cried.
you want to hear something really cool?
What?
So you remember 2 years ago in 8th grade in Olentangy, they do every 8th grader does a hero speech, right?
Yeah, I remember that. I cried about that too.
So Cam picked me as his hero, and Quinn's doing it. I'm like, oh, what's she gonna do? Like, is she gonna pick her mom because Cam picked her dad? Like, how's it gonna go? Quinn picked Cam as her hero.
Oh, I love
shit,
sibling
man.
relationships.
And she was like, I'm so excited for my speech. It's so good. And I was like, well, I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it live. And she was like, you're definitely gonna cry. I was like, duh. I'm like tearing up when she told me she picked Cam.
You're tearing up right now.
I
can
am.
see it.
Dude, that shit makes me, bro. I love like a beautiful like sibling relationship.
It's really cool. Really, really cool.
Dude, I've just been so emotional lately, bro. I don't know why.
Because you're a bitch.
Dude, I fucking cried watching episode 2 earlier this week, and I've seen it literally 30 times, bro. I was just in.
What's wrong with
tears.
you?
I was
I
in
don't cry in
tears.
that one. I cry in Revenge of the Sith every time.
Oh, dude, Revenge of the Sith, dude. I was a fucking snotty mess, bro. My sibling came and hugged me, dude. I was tripping.
Oh man. T Shiesty, thanks for the 5. Stop it, bro. LMAO. No one fears Day. Great guy and good coach, but not elite. Does less with more isn't a saying for no reason.
I mean,
No, just cut that shit the fuck out, yo. Like everyone fears Kirby. Kirby didn't win shit for a decade, dude. Like,
yeah, but no one feared him then, right?
well, I mean, yeah, until he won the first one, then
He
everyone
won
got
one,
scared.
yeah.
Yeah, like Ryan Day won one and went belt the fucking ass. Like, ask Tennessee fans that they fear Ryan Day and them. Ask Texas fans how excited they are. I mean, Texas trying to get out of the fucking home and home. Like, yeah, fucking Ohio State's fear. Just because, like, you feel let down because you think every year needs to be a national title doesn't mean other schools shouldn't fear Ohio State.
I think he needs to win win another one, and then you won't be able to send that super chat, right? If he wins another one. Right now, there's an argument to be said. I mean, losing to Michigan 4 years in a row, losing in the playoffs the way he has, losing the last 2 games of this year. I mean, there's definitely an argument to be made there. But if he wins another one, it's going to be like, all right, stop. Like everyone is looking at the recruiting and the development and the NFL draft and saying, yeah, people fear Ohio State and Ryan Day.
Nate, thanks for the 2. What current coaches on Ohio State are you friends with?
Don't answer that. They're trying to get you to out your sources, bro.
Right.
Corey Dennis.
Let's see. Ed Warner,
Yeah.
Kevin Wilson.
Hey, I can start spewing out the salaries of the ones.
I'm legitimately only friends with like friend. Like I would call them a friend with 1 or 2, but there are several guys that I've never met or I didn't meet that followed me on social media. I followed back. We traded messages, got his number, text every now and then. Like I wouldn't call them friends, but there's also it's very at Ohio State, they know that a lot of Buckeye fans watch this show, and we kind of write a lot of stories for the narratives that are out publicly. And so they like to talk to me to try to, be on my good side, I guess.
Yeah.
Nate, a follow-up. What 3 coaches do you not like in college football?
Dabo. Like current coaches?
James Franklin.
I hate Beamer, dude. I'm sorry.
Shane Beamer for sure. Pete Golding, I'm starting to not like.
I hate Pete, dude. And he looks like the devil.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it. Lincoln Riley, I'm not a huge fan of.
Oh,
Sure.
Venables?
No, I like Venables. Little cocaina Venables. I love that guy.
I like
more as a coordinator.
I don't believe in him as that much as a head coach.
I don't think he's evil. I just think he likes coke and blitzing. He's evil to you?
Yeah.
He does look like Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Evan, member for 2 months. Y'all see Downs is wearing number 13 for the Cowboys. Disgusting.
Like, that's sweet or not sweet?
I think he means like puke, not good.
Yeah, I don't like that. A 13 seems it doesn't fit him. The aura just doesn't see it. Seems off.
You need a single digit.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta end the show, bro. I'm about to cry, dude. I don't know why.
What the fuck?
Dude, I'm thinking about how Anakin just deserves so much better, dude.
Oh God, you should stop.
Charles, thanks for the 5. Looking for a trainer for Amari Thomas Green in Youngstown, Warren area. Does anyone have any recommendations?
I don't know anyone up there, but drop them in the comments if you got them.
Yeah. Rose, thanks for the 2. Did we get our protein shake, coffee, and banana?
I had a black coffee and a cigarette this morning.
A tea cigarette?
Yeah,
I had a Celsius instead of a coffee this morning.
Man, you guys just need to get on the caffeine pill route. 1 caffeine pill, done. Don't have to drink any of that shit.
I think I like the taste. I like drinking something that I hate the taste of. It's like, what like you're doing this at what cost,
That's so fucked. T-Jack, thanks for the 2. Nah, Falcon schedule release video was fire.
I gotta go watch theirs.
I didn't
see theirs either. Did they just say L every game they put up? I fucking hope so.
Rose, thanks for the 2. Fuck it. 08 Florida versus 19 Who we got?
08 Florida. 19 Ohio State didn't even win the Natty.
Hey, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Give me Chase Young and them. Y'all wouldn't have had no answers.
The only reason they didn't win is because of LSU.
Okay. 08 Florida was LSU.
I don't care. They would have beaten. I mean, they should have beaten Clemson.
No, 19 Ohio State's the greatest.
Yeah, I'm taking 19 Ohio State.
No shot.
What's Tebow gonna do? Run into a brick wall 100 times?
Bro, you are discrediting how good Percy Harvin was.
No, he was great and all, but what? I mean,
Tebow's not gonna get him the ball.
Yeah,
we handed him the ball half the time. What the fuck do you mean?
In the middle of that defense, man.
Yeah.
Give me 19D. See, look, it's so crazy. Like, you had to say 08 Florida. 19 V. You didn't have to say the word.
Yeah.
V.
That has nothing to do with the team. That has to do with the school.
Ben Harmon, thanks for the 2. Jeez, Chris.
Guys, like, you guys don't understand, like, the real villains of the Jedi Council. Have you seen Star Wars, Zach?
Yeah.
That shit is so sad, bro. Like, Anakin just needed a big brother.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if
in the national championship game against Oklahoma, Percy Harvin averaged 13.6 yards per carry. On 9 carries, had 122 yards.
Yeah, against trash ass Oklahoma.
He did it against everyone. I don't know.
I'm just saying, like, Melvin Gordon was doing that shit till he ran into us.
Yeah.
In 14.
Okay.
Jonathan Taylor was doing that shit until he ran into us.
Mm-hmm.
No, he was actually
you both sound so delusional. One of the best college football teams ever assembled.
And 08 Florida.
No, and a team that couldn't even make it out of the semis. Didn't even go to the
because of the refs.
We got cheated.
No, the refs are impactful in every game.
No, but they
the refs 100 times over.
They cheated.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Another Rumble rant from our guy Bashy. It's Jossie, not Josie. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Leave it to Pat to fuck it up. Didn't mean to get you pussies all emotional.
Dude, I'm so emotional right now. Fuck, dude.
Hopefully I pronounced it right that time.
Well, you got 2 cracks at it.
Yeah. Cade, thanks to 5. Chris, Ahsoka shouldn't have left the order and he wouldn't have turned. Stop crying.
Nah, bro, that's not it, dude. Like the bigger issue, bro, is the battle of fates, bro. Like that was the fate. Qui-Gon was the one that should have mentored him. Obi was too interested in like the Jedi Council and like, I can't do this, guys.
Obi was too wrapped up in the politics.
Yeah, he was too wrapped up in the politics.
Yeah.
Politics ruin everything.
It's fair. Oh, that's all the super chats and Rebel rants we got.
All right,
Get us on out of here.
Chris, go cry. Go cry. Get
Dude,
some
I'm-
tissues.
Bro, it's because I watched it with my siblings, bro, and I was so emotional, bro, and they both came and hugged me. And I'm like, damn, like if Anakin had a big brother, he would have made it.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I'm excited to
Go,
get the
go cry in a pillow. We appreciate you, Menace Army. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Wake up in a bed on Monday. Not stay alive and don't get arrested. That's our goal. We appreciate you, Menace Army. Menace out.